Hello, we're reading from Slavery in America, but I'm reading a section from Alan Kulikoff's book, and this section is called The Slave Life Cycle. And I think it's important because um, we need to see where we're coming from, where Black people are coming from, what condition we're still in, if we're going to make a change. And I think this is what's missing from the protest against white racism and white supremacy. What structurally do we need to do to have human lives again? Because we've been living like animals. And I don't mean that we are animals, but I mean we've been living on almost nothing, right? So let's go. Marriage and parenthood brought less change in the lives of most men. Many continue to live with other men. Able to visit his family only at night or on holidays, the non resident husband could play only a small role in child rearing. If husband and wife lived together, however, they established a household. The resident father helped raise his children, taught them skills, and tried to protect them from the master. Landon Carter reacted violently when Manuel tried to help his daughter. Manuel's Sarah, who pretended to be sick a week ago, and because I found nothing ailed her, and would not let her lie up, she run away above a week and was catched the night before last and locked up. But somebody broke open the door for her. It could be none but her father Manuel, and he I had whipped. On large plantations, mothers could call upon a wide variety of kin to help them raise their children. Husbands, siblings, cousins, uncles, or aunts might be living in nearby huts. That's what some people say. We were living better under slavery. No, we just were closer, but still, we don't want to go back there. Old age. As Afro Americans grew older, illness and lack of stamina cut into their productivity, and their kinfolk or masters had to provide for them. On rare occasions, masters granted special privileges to favored slaves. Landon Carter permitted Jack Lubber and his wife to live quite retired only under my constant kindness. During the last 3 years of his life, and after over half a century of service, many old slaves progressed through several stages of downward mobility. Artisans and other skilled workers became common field hands. Although 10% of the men between 40 and 59 years of age were craftsmen in Prince George's, only 3% of men above 60 years of age held similar positions. Mulatto Ned, owned by Gabriel Parker in Calvert County, was a carpenter and cooper most of his life, but he had lost that job by 1750 when he was 65. Abraham's status at Snowden's Ironwork in Anne Arundel County changed from master founder to laborer when he could not work full time. As slaves became feeble, some masters refused to maintain them adequately or sold them to unwary buyers. An act passed by the Maryland Assembly in 1752 complained that sundry persons in this province have set disabled and superannuated slaves free who have either perished through work or otherwise become a burden to others. The legislators uncovered a problem in 1755. 20% of all the free Negroes in Maryland were past labor or cripples, while only 2% of white men were in this category. To remedy the abuse, the Assembly forbade manumission of slaves by will and insisted that masters feed and clothe their old and ill slaves. If slaveholders failed to comply, they could be fined £4 for each offense. Let's stop there. So here you have two things about this. You have a lot of unity It takes a group of people, a community to raise children. We know that. We must get back to that. But we've been talking about that since I was young, since my whole life, actually. But at least I could say 30 years. I'm 49. I've been hearing this since I was a teenager, so 30 years or so. The second thing is, did you see how they made a law saying that masters must take care of their old slaves? That's basically Social Security. We don't understand. We think some of this stuff started in the 20th century. There were versions of this stuff around. So when people say things like Social Security, even universal basic income, or welfare state is radical, it's not. Stuff has been around. The concept has been around since you've been putting societies together. So remember that. And I want to thank you for your support. Until next time, take care of your mind, take care of your body, and be safe.